How long does it take to receive lump sum pension? Okay, this is going to depend upon a range of factors. The type of pension pot you hold, whether it's defined contribution, defined benefit, or some other type of pension. This will also depend upon the type of investments that you hold inside your pension pot, because it's important to remember when you're drawing down money from your pension pot is invariably never just sitting in cash. You might be in a rare situation, perhaps you just completed a pension transfer. 100% of the money is sitting in the cash account of, for example, your SIP. As such, how quick will your pension drawdown be? Very fast, because your pension provider, the trustee provider, doesn't have to sell down the assets first. How long it will take will also depend on whether you're doing it direct yourself, i.e. you're not taking advice, or secondary, whether you have a financial advisor attached to your account. So to break up these down in more detail, when we're talking about the investments one, the majority of people completing a lump sum withdrawal from their pension will have their pension pot invested. Okay, so before the money can be drawn down, the physical things that you're invested in have to be sold down. I say physical, obviously they're electronic, but when you're purchasing a fund in your underlying portfolio, it takes maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 days for that fund to settle when you first purchased it at the beginning. If you say have a £500,000 pension pot, you want to take a lump sum withdrawal, or say you want to take your tax-free lump sum at the beginning, your pension commencement lump sum 25%, you want to take £125,000. It is very unlikely that you'd have £125,000 sitting in cash. As such, you need to sell down the portfolio to create that liquidity in the account. That will typically include you putting an instruction through to your provider if you're doing it directly, or through your financial advisor. And this is why I say it will take slightly longer through a financial advisor, because when you're drawing down that £125,000, a good, qualified, reputable financial advisor should be asking a question: what is the drawdown for? Why are you drawing it down? And a client might say, oh, it's my 25% tax-free lump sum, I'm going to take it, it's tax-free. A good financial planner might be like, yeah, but do you need the money? You have ISAs, you have instant access capital. Why would you draw down your pension pot, which is free from inheritance tax, etc., etc.? So a good financial advisor isn't there to stop people drawing down their money, but it might help you understand actually it's not good financial planning to draw down. Anyway, whatever happens at the outcome of that conversation, it may well be that yes, fantastic, go ahead with £125,000. They have to send a report to you to either say you've instructed the financial advisor that you just want to draw it down, or the financial advisor is advising you to draw it down because maybe you need to take the money for a certain reason. So slight differentiation between doing it direct and doing it with a financial advisor. It sounds like that is almost as if like, oh God, I don't want my financial advisor asking me questions. It's my money, I can do what I want with it. Yeah, it is your money and you can do what you want with it. But when you're paying for good quality financial advice, someone shouldn't just be sitting on the sidelines and saying, well, I'm not going to say anything. I'm collecting my money, so I'll just let them do what they want. No, you should be giving people good, honest financial planning advice. And that's obviously how it works here at Cameron James. Invariably, the majority of times people do withdrawals here at Cameron James, the withdrawal amount they request at the beginning is the withdrawal amount they do at the end. But very often after analysis, the client might say, oh, actually, I thought I want £125,000, but actually you're right. I only want to take 10 or 20 or 50 or 100 because I have these other liquid money which won't have inheritance tax applied if I die next week. In that scenario, say you take your tax-free lump sum of £125,000, you have no need for it and no reason to take it other than just the fact that it was tax-free. That £125,000 will then go and sit inside your estate. If you have a £500,000 pension pot, it's probably likely you're over inheritance tax with the rest of your money in your life. That £125,000 has gone from an inheritance tax-free place, a SIP, into your bank account, which will then be charged inheritance tax. So obviously you need to be really careful when completing withdrawals to make sure that it obviously is correct. So in terms of timing, it can also come down to a lot of other factors. As I've mentioned, the underlying funds and how quickly it's processed. Generally speaking, withdrawals don't happen as fast as clients think they're going to. So we always advise people, let us know in advance, or let your provider know in advance that you're planning to make a withdrawal, particularly if it's something very important that you need to pay that money to. Ensure that you leave sufficient amount of time between requesting the drawdown, either directly to your provider or through your financial advisor, to allow any paperwork and sale of funds to have a liquid pot in order to complete the drawdown. And as always, if you want to have a conversation about drawdown, whether you should be drawing down, what pension commencement lump sum you should take, whether you should take it, whether you should delay it, you can book in below for a free consultation or free discovery meeting, as we're calling them, with myself or one of our senior financial advisors, which is obviously free of charge for you to understand exactly how we might be able to help you and for you to make more informed decisions on your UK pension planning. And as always, take care of UK pension assets.